Well, I think it's incredibly eye-opening to put things down on paper and to have to make some commitments to things. And there's a big difference between everything that's floating in your head in a big bubble and getting everything kind of organized and have your marching orders. So for me, I just finally feel like I've got 6 weeks worth of good work that I know I can look back on and say, well, did I accomplish it or not? Instead of just saying, well, I hope things get better in 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tracy said very much what I would have said. I think the act of taking all of these things that we do talk about, we have conversation after conversation after conversation about, and we put them down on paper and distilled them out into things that, there might have been there's a lot of repeat. There's a lot of we've been saying these things in 10 different ways, 10 different times, and we really were able to focus those into some really manageable items that I'm pretty excited about.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go back to work.
And we'll let you know how it goes in 6 weeks. I liked going through and coming up with this list because it's very easy to forget about what you really care about with your business and what really makes your business unique or successful. And it's, even though it's about all the other things we're focusing on, having that list of 5 things that are the defining, good characteristics of your company, is important to be reminded about. So that was my favorite part.
Good.
And I'm copying off Tracy again because I would say that this was definitely one of my favorite parts.
Right.
But I like that we sort of started off the day talking, kind of reminding ourselves of all of the great things that we have going already.
Right.
Which kind of is the extra motivator for, here's the passion, here's why we're doing what we're doing.
Right.
But we're living a pretty good life and we've got some good things going on, and now we've got all these this sort of wrap up is that we've got all these things to go make it better. So
Right.
it was there's some really good parts.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very isolating to be a business owner and an entrepreneur because 10% of us are and 90% of us aren't. So if you don't carve out time to be focused on these things, it's very easy to get dragged into a lot of the day-to-day. And most of our friends don't run companies, and there's very little opportunity for us to really dig deep and talk about some of these things and try and problem solve.
Right.
So you just end up kind of complaining or commiserating when you do have an opportunity. So this was structured time that I felt was very productive.
Yeah, and I think
definitely valuable.
if we were to try to do this on our own,
We would just argue.
I think we would just argue. I think we would. I just think the structure, kind of keeping things moving, and keeping us from sort of over talking each other, which we might not do.
Right.
Well, and just knowing that you've gone through this with other businesses.
Right.
You're not looking at us. We look at ourselves in a vacuum. So it's really helpful to know that your perspective can help. Maybe just add an extra underline on something that you see is a repeating theme. You've worked with us for many years. So that kind of outside perspective is really valuable in going through this exercise.
Good.